Okay guys, episode 7 of our ranking series will be somewhat shorter. It won't feature the OOTD, I'll be like really short to the point. There will be no story time, correction, there will be very concise story time. And the story time goes like this. So I was all proud of myself yesterday for being able to film on the perfect day to finish off my October story time and to feature a palette I really love. And then in the evening I was about to start editing my video, and then I was just randomly scrolling through Instagram and I accidentally saw someone's post mentioning the Subliminal palette. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to play with the Subliminal palette for my ranking series. And then I thought, wait a second, something's off, because past the point of the Midnight Sun palette, the Subliminal palette is not in the ranking, so what? So, short story time. Apparently, Mariam struggles with counting, and last time in my episode 8 I mentioned that next time we're going to do Midnight Sun, which is at number 6, and I completely skipped number 7, so there's story time for you. Mariam can't count. I'm sorry, Subliminal palette, you're not forgotten, I adore you. So today we're doing a short look with the Subliminal palette, and I'm going to skip over the long story time because I'm going to just try to post the 2 episodes back to back so that you can still get the story time before the end of October, featuring the Midnight Sun palette. I'm probably going to do other videos next week, and I'm going to skip on my ranking because I'm going to do 2 episodes this week. There is still something interesting coming in this video, and it is a new Lisa Eldridge lipstick that I picked up this week. So now that you have discovered my dirty little secret of I can't count, let me tell you what I'm going to do, because I'm going to do a fairly simple look. I don't have that much time. That's the other reason I can't really do long story time. I'm a little bit pressed for time today. So I'm going to do this shade on my crease, this shade to slightly deepen up. Then I'm going to put this shade all over my lid and this one as a topper for that, and just keep it very simple because the lipstick I have is brighter color, so I want to keep the eyes a little bit more subdued. I might actually pop a little bit of this as a liner, but I haven't quite decided on that yet, so let's just see and go from there. Probably going to pop this on my lower lash line. By the way, if any of you were wondering, my Pat McGrath holiday quads still haven't arrived. I ordered 2 of the quads, the Interstellar Icon and Fleur Fantasia, on October 9th, literally 3 minutes after they were launched, and it took them about 2 weeks to actually ship them. They still haven't arrived, and actually my quads and the highlighter, because I did order the highlighter as well, are coming separately because let's be wasteful. I wanted to actually quickly mention something. Right before the holiday launch, all of a sudden all of us in Europe woke up to the awful news that we have to pay for shipping above 85 euros and that shipping would be 10 euros. I was extremely disappointed, I was really pissed, and I thought I'm never going to make a small purchase from Pat McGrath because I'm not paying 10 euros for that crappy shipping service. However, I was on the website a few days ago because she's currently having a sale, and yes, I was weak and I ordered the Risque Rose quad. The main reason being that when I was ordering the quads, I was actually unaware of the fact that Risque Rose is the only one that contains new formulas. All the rest don't. I did in the end basically purchase all the quads. They're coming separately. The Risque Rose will probably not be here before, with her shipping, end of November. I'm going to apply a tiny bit of glitter glue so that I can apply that champagne shade over a sticky base so that it pops just a little bit more. I tried applying it here just as it is, and it works really well like that too, but I just want it to be a bit more impactful. So let's do this again. See, so much better. By the way, I'm going to take this gorgeous thing here, the golden duochrome, into my inner corner, just to brighten it up a little bit. I'm just going to use my finger, dip a little bit into this shade, and try my best to actually apply a very sheer layer of that. I don't want it to be very intense. Just like a little veil of blue to match a little bit with my dress, but nothing more than that. I'm going to take this slanted sort of wing liner brush and actually dip a little bit into the black and extend into the softest little wing here, not making it too thick, just a little bit of an eye lift here. Taking this Kiko eyeshadow stick in the number 38 onto my lower lash line, just a nice taupey brown, and applying a tiny bit of this sort of like satin taupey brown shade as well over top of that. You can probably already tell from the outlines of my lips that today's look is going to be completed by a red lipstick. And the red lipstick that I chose from Lisa is the shade Velvet Ribbon, because it was described as a classic red with a new twist to it. So it has just enough warmth to it to be flattering, but also enough blue to make it that classic, universally flattering red. And I actually don't think I have a red like this in my collection. I'm going to do, I think, a separate video where I actually compare this lipstick to a bunch of other reds that I thought were my classic reds, and we're going to find out. But for today we're just going to apply it on my lips and see how I feel about it. I'm really excited. Let's first take a close look at Ribbon. It is so beautiful. It has that classic velvet texture on the side of the lipstick. Just gorgeous. The classic vintage gold Lisa Eldridge packaging. I'm going to just shut up and apply it because I can't wait. Looking at the tones of this lipstick, I do actually think that it's possible I don't have a lipstick with quite these undertones in my collection, which is fantastic. I know a classic red is a staple, but somehow I always gravitate towards the warmer reds. Anywho, let's finish up our ranking. At number 7 we have the Subliminal palette. A couple of years ago I wouldn't have been caught dead walking out of my house with such a simple neutral look. If there's something I've truly started to appreciate thanks to Pat McGrath's eyeshadow palettes, it is neutral looks, because she provides you neutrals with such a beautiful texture and twist to them that you just actually feel joy wearing neutral eyeshadows. So I enjoy this quite a bit, and of course my tastes have changed. I no longer gravitate towards like the rainbow looks. I've definitely like toned down my whole like makeup style, but I think part of the reason is because I finally discovered that neutrals don't have to be boring. So, I hope that you enjoyed this somewhat short and sweet episode of our Pat McGrath ranking series. Like I said, you will see me very soon, if not immediately, if I actually post these videos back to back, for episode 6 with the Midnight Sun palette. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I'm going to see you in my next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my face, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!